Oh, I didn't hit unmute. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Chicken Bone Alley right here on Ultra Broadcasting, hanging out with y'all on another Monday. We're back, actually. We were gonna have a show last Monday. That was the plan. But weather had other well, not just weather. The Spectrum down here, it took out the internet for about a day and a half before we ever got internet back over here. So, this show kind of runs on internet.
We get a drop.
We did here. I sent Jason a video of it. Somebody had a security camera footage from right down the road from my house. It wasn't a tornado, but my Lord, it looked like a tornado going through there.
If it wasn't a tornado, it was pretty doggone close to one. I'm going to tell you, man. You couldn't see 3 feet in front of you.
No, it was rough. It got rough. And it came through quick. I mean, it wasn't like it was, sticking around or nothing. Nah, it was a quick storm, but it sure knocked everything out. Well, actually, lights didn't go out. None of that went out, just internet.
How about that?
So I'm assuming they never said what happened, but I'm assuming lightning must have hit something in Spectrum system there. I don't know. We got back. I got to work this morning. Well, got to the shop that I go to a lot of times, and they didn't have no lights there. It had been out all weekend. The refrigerator had to throw out everything out of the refrigerator and all that stuff. I say they didn't have no lights. They had lights, but it's got 3-phase power in there. Only one phase was knocked off. So like half the lights were working, but none of the big stuff would work.
Wow. So I'm trying to. We didn't get. We haven't had rain like 2 weeks. I'm trying to figure out.
No. You had to have rain. What day was that? You had to have it Wednesday, last Wednesday, because I was in Blythewood Thursday. And it was a muddy mess.
It's Wednesday?
Had to. If it didn't, it sure rained at the Scout plant, not at your house.
I don't know what the day. What's the day? I don't know the day.
Today's Monday. Which it rained Thursday,
Monday,
too.
okay.
It rained Thursday up there as I was leaving.
Thursday?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, it didn't rain. Not here at the house. I remember because I didn't work Friday. I was indulging in,
Dang. Because up there, that doggone mud hole that they call the Scout plant, boy, that place was nasty.
I wish that place would I wish it would sink. I wish do like that little asphalt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway and just sink.
You want to know something funny? Speaking of, and this is weird, there's a corner of that building that is sinking already. They have had to go in and re-pour footers up under it and everything else because they said there is a flowing river up underneath that plant. I'm like, one day that's something going to just be there and fall down.
And they built this thing on top of clay. I mean,
it's something else. I don't know.
I mean, you could put Cherokee Speedway in that doggone thing, man. It's clay. It'd
have better dirt on it, wouldn't it?
Probably so. Oh my God. The good old Blythewood clay. Oh my God. Wow. So it is sinking. Okay.
There is a corner of it that they claim was sinking. I was like, geez.
Good deal.
Remind me to stay out. But I will say it's pretty cool. I was in there. I can't take pictures in there. You literally got to sign something saying you can't take pictures and all this other stuff.
What?
Oh yeah, it's crazy out there. But they got all the. I don't know how much I'm supposed to say of it, but I don't think I really care. What are they gonna do? Kick me out and tell me not to come back? Yes.
Really? Right? I mean, come on, bro.
I went in the first shop. They call it the body shop. That's where they're gonna build all the body panels.
Okay.
And there was literally body panels already in there where they're testing the robots. Yeah. It don't look like it's nowhere close to done, but the inside of it is a lot closer than what it seems.
How many people supposed to be working at this point?
All of them. I don't know. I was looking it up. Do you know that's one of the? It was like is the biggest earth moving project on the East Coast.
The shithole up there?
Yeah. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Wow, it is interesting. It is because you got that whole. It's gonna have what? I know it's got one. Supposed to have its own 2 exits. Is that right? 2 exits?
2 almost. Yes, it's gonna have 2, but you can get to it from 3 exits right there.
3. Yeah, 3.
They don't.
That is a lot because you got that overpass. They had to move a train. Did you know they moved a train track? They moved a train track.
It's probably buried on an Indian. On an Indian burial ground. It's probably on all kind of stuff.
Yeah, like Talladega. Yeah.
It's
Speaking of which.
How about
this right here, bro?
There you go.
How about this right here, bro?
How about that?
Rowdy. Let's go, baby.
Rowdy herb. I like it. So what you been up to since, for the past couple weeks there, I guess, since,
Dave, the rain has killed racing streaming wise. Doggone Summer Nationals, World of Outlaws got shortened halfway, and Smoky Mountain ain't nothing to write home about.
Yeah, but didn't who won that? Dale McDowell? Was Dale?
Yeah. Sorry, not.
Dale won in a 7-year-old car.
Yeah. But still, I don't know. What's the answer at Smoky Mountain, bro? What's the answer?
Quit racing at this time of year. Speaking of Smoky Mountain, I'll be right up there here in a couple of weeks.
What you gonna do?
Over the 4th of July weekend, we going on vacation to, it's Dandridge, Tennessee, which is daggone. Where's Jimmy Owen at up there? Newport, Tennessee. It's between Newport and Pigeon Forge.
Okay. What you gonna do up there? Vacation?
Oh yeah. We go stay on the lake up there.
Wow.
Going,
nice.
Go be real tourist and go to Dollywood.
Stuff nice.
Like stuff like that.
Did you ever been to any of those caves up there? You ever did the cave?
I haven't. I've had some friends that have and stuff. They say that's pretty cool.
Pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome.
Is it?
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. Got rained out. We were Smoky Mountain 4 times, got rained out twice, and we just turned to a racecation.
Might as well.
Yeah, we didn't want to come home. B&B was already paid for, so we turned to a racecation. We had a doggone great time. It was awesome. I enjoyed it.
And actually, while I'm up there, if he's at home, regardless, I'm gonna go drop some stuff off. I'm gonna go see our buddy Mr. Kirk Loudy up there and drop him some shocks off.
Really?
Yeah, I figure I'm that far. He's only another, I think, about 40 minutes away from where we're staying. So.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, well, this would be cheaper taking them to him than it would be shipping. So.
I don't know with today's gas prices.
Have you seen shipping prices?
Man, I mailed a doggone hat to this dude a couple weeks ago. Man, it was $12 just to mail a hat, bro.
It costs almost as much for the shipping as it does for the hat. Almost.
It don't make no sense.
No, it's crazy. Just let everybody know real quick, even you, Jason. I got my good buddy, Mr. Rafe Judd, coming on here in just a little while. He was, we're going to talk about some legend car stuff that's been going on. I know people seen some posts of mine, especially, and he's going to come on. We're going to talk about it a little bit, and
okay.
I ain't going to badmouth them too much. Nah, I'm not. We're going to talk about some stuff going on. So just let everybody know here in about 4 minutes. But yeah, I went race this past weekend.
And
I went.
oh,
We fixed some stuff on the truck and got it faster. And as always, or here lately, our luck has it, something else messed up. I mean, I still finished, I don't know, 5th or 6th, something like that.
so when you get one problem fixed, you got
There's
another
something
problem with
else.
you.
It's just been, yes, that's what it's been all year. So, and it's,
Maybe send them shots to Kurt. Maybe that'll help it out a little bit. Huh?
I hope. It definitely won't hurt. I mean, we got a truck faster. Just something else happened. Qualified 4th. I mean, so it wasn't horrible. Wasn't great. Wasn't horrible. But
Didn't you have a relief driver this past weekend?
nah. I needed one. It was hot.
Well, don't you? Don't you have a relief driver this weekend?
No. It he changed up what he was doing. That was going to be a few weeks.
Oh,
He changed up. No, I didn't blame him. He ended up getting a late model ride for that race. So,
how do you do?
not too good. Not too good. It bees that way sometimes.
Oh, Connor.
Oh, you talking about Connor? Oh no, I wasn't talking about Connor.
Yeah.
No. Connor.
What are you talking about?
Connor's getting his own truck together.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. He just bought.
I thought he was getting in yours.
No, they bought a truck.
Okay.
We all gonna be truck racing. He was spotting for me Saturday.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
I must have misread your post. I thought Connor was getting in or something.
No. He got his own.
Okay.
He got his
Wow,
own.
how about that? So y'all gonna be racing against each other?
We always race against each other. We have fun racing against each other.
Okay. This is gonna be interesting. Okay.
We were both running legend cars there hard for a while against each other, and we were fighting every. I mean, it was like wherever we finished right 1-2 of each other every week in the legend car. I think
At Florence?
Florence, Dillon, didn't matter where we went.
Dillon?
We were
Okay.
constantly back and forth with the legend cars. We had fun.
Wow. Awesome. I didn't know that. Okay. Okay.
Then we both, which he had been Charger racing there for a little while. And then I got a Charger car, so we were racing good bit in Chargers against each other. And then now we're going to be truck racing against each other. I'm hoping I'm racing against each other.
Okay.
And they called a drivers meeting the other day, and I was like, I'm not one of those. I'll just. This ain't
you don't attend.
This ain't a steering wheel holders meeting. This is a driver meeting. So, it was.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it. One of them deals. I don't know. It was all right though. It was all right. It's I think we had some carburetor issues or something. Got some trash in the carburetor, some crap like that. I don't know. Didn't have no problem all day, and then all of a sudden, come race time, I'd hit the gas out the corner, and it it'd pick up about halfway down the straightaway. It's like, you got to be kidding me. Got to be kidding me. It was, but one of them things. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado there, my good buddy, Mr. Rafe Judd is on the phone. Rafe, what's up, man?
Hey guys, how y'all doing tonight?
I'm absolutely lovely. How about you?
Yeah, man, we're getting there. Had a aggravating night last night, but today has been much better. That's just a little tough getting comfortable. Other than that, we all good, and my daughter and my wife are taking really good care of me.
Well, good. So for anybody who don't know out there, my buddy Rafe here, he everybody probably saw it posted on our Facebook page and all that Jazz. He got in a pretty bad wreck over at Dillon Motor Speedway a couple weeks ago now. And Rafe, I'll let you. I'm actually gonna show the picture of it on here of the car. I'm gonna let you kind of just go ahead and tell what happened real quick before we get into anything else.
Yeah, David, I'll be brief. To explain what happened a couple of weeks ago, I'd have to almost go back 3 weeks prior to that. We unloaded off the truck at Florence Motor Speedway, and the third lap of first practice, the throttle hung going down into turn 3, and I went over there and checked the woods for everybody, make sure the snakes and the bears wasn't out there. It really got extremely lucky, extremely blessed that we did not destroy the car. But anyway, we got it back over, got it put back together, and I was able to make the race and raced without any more issue. We swapped out throttle body, and then we had to reboot everything and didn't have any further issues. The next week, I went and raced at Dillon. We didn't have a really good run, but we had no issues. And then fast forward 2 weeks, went to Dillon. The third lap of the first practice session, the throttle hung, and we were wide open going into 3 over there at Dillon. And we hit the wall at a really high rate of speed and a really funky angle. And it wiped the car out. It was pretty bad inside of that car. The floorboard kind of come loose, and I think my foot got trapped between the floorboard and the brake pedal. The way that it broke my foot, you would think it would have been it would have broke it like you're twisting your ankle, but it actually broke it the other way. So it was pretty bad. When I kind of come around and I looked down, I thought both of my feet were broke, but my foot was actually laying on the racetrack. A fellow racer, Wayne Locklear, come over. He was there as soon as I guess I landed, and that was what he told me afterwards, that he said, man, your foot was laying on the racetrack. So it was pretty scary. It took my breath, I ain't gonna lie. A few times I've been racing most of my life, I've got my breath took from me, and that's probably the hardest I've ever hit. It was a wicked hit. And I remember everything except for after I hit, I lost about 5 or 10 seconds maybe. And but it was a vicious hit. But for as bad as the inside of the car is, the steering shaft was bent, the seat's bent, seat mount. Some of that stuff is meant to fold up and move. And then some of it I didn't feel like should have folded up or done anything. So little concerned about that, very concerned about the throttle issue. And at the end of the day, I am very, very, very blessed that it wasn't any worse. And I'll take what I've got, the injuries to my foot right now and my leg, and just heal up from it and hope we can learn some stuff going forward that'll help everybody in the legend car world. If the powers to be will take a minute and look at some stuff and see if we can come up with an idea as to what may have happened.
For sure. All right. So with all that being said, I want to go back now. For anybody who don't know, a lot of people, a lot of our listeners do know, but for anybody who don't know, Rafe isn't new to this sport by no means. How long have you been racing, Rafe?
Man, I started racing go-karts back in 1976, and I've been racing on and off ever since, dude.
And big cars, I mean, late models, Charger cars, in everything. And
we run a super truck, open wheel modified, right. Charger or limited or whatever they called it there, and I think that covered it. And I raced dirt and I raced asphalt.
That's right. And so I just wanted to say that to let everybody know that Rafe's not just out there fly-by-night gig that, throwing a car together, don't know what he's doing. I promise you they know what they're doing, because, I mean, I know some people will say, oh, they messing with stuff, shouldn't be messing with it. Yeah, that's not the case at all. And he settled back in these legend cars because you have fun doing it. And I know that because me and him's talked about it, and we had a lot of fun racing together.
Yeah, you kicked my butt.
No, I didn't kick your butt, but I will say I got to bring it up on here. I do have to bring it up on here. My very, very, very last legend car race. I passed Ray for the lead coming to the white flag.
Yes, you did, sir.
And what I'm not going to say about that, it was in a car that we bought from him.
Yes.
I got to throw that in
Beat
there.
by your own car.
Please do.
But you know I love you though.
I love you too, brother. Yeah, you caught me sleeping, and I paid dearly for that. But nope, it was good and clean.
But in saying that, now I got you on here because I've wanted you to come on here forever anyway. One day we're gonna get you up here in the studio. Actually,
yes, sir.
Because Rafe has his own. Rafe is on another radio show. Actually, are y'all still doing that?
Yeah. Actually, David, we're in our 23rd year here in Charleston. We do Charleston Sports Radio, ESPN. We do once a week, every Tuesday. We do a live call-in show from 5 to 6, and we've been doing it. Like I said, this will be the 23rd year, so I'm awfully happy and blessed to get able to do that. They've sold off all the racetracks around here, but we try to keep everybody updated what's going on at Florence and Dillon, and we talk about current issues going on, mostly NASCAR. Yeah. Once in a while, we'll break away and talk about something else, but been going on a while.
And tell everybody the name of the show.
It is Fan Talk. Charleston Sports Radio. You can look it up and listen live anytime you want. We're on every Tuesday from 5 to 6.
And you can listen online. So
that's right.
Be sure to dial it in and listen. But in saying that, so I just want to give everybody, race credentials in saying this. I'm not trying to personally, I know it may come across as it sometime because are sounding very critical of INX/600 racing, and it's not the first time on here by no means. And I'm gonna be that guy to say it again. This is on them to fix. This is on them because just like Ron Barfield said, he said, "Well, somebody go take a picture of his the throttle rod over there and see if it's hung." If anybody doesn't know now. For the ones that don't know anyway, this engine package that they're running in a Legend car now, there's no throttle rod. It is fly-by-wire. You have an electronic throttle pedal, which goes to the throttle body and is an electronic servo on it that opens and closes the throttle body. And on top of that, because they put out a big statement because there were people thought to be messing with them. This is a item on the car that, is under threat of penalty that you cannot touch. Can't touch it other than swapping it out. That's all you can do. And so when you're going to give me a part that I can't work on and that part failed, and look, if it would just happen to Rafe one time, okay, that's one thing. If it happened to Rafe twice, well, there's something really wrong. But on top of that, this isn't a new occurrence on Legend Car. This has been a random thing that has happened to, I don't know, I would give it probably a couple dozen now since the debut of the MT-09 engine. And the weekend after yours happened there, Rafe, there was another one that happened. Yeah, his car looked almost identical to yours. Somehow, fortunately, he got out of it, was able to walk away from it. But if you're going to give me a part that I can't work on, and then it continuously fails, this is a known failure, then it's your problem at that time. It is a INX, a 600 racing problem that they need to address very, very quickly. Mm-hmm. And
yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Rafe.
No, I'm not, and I don't want to sound like or come off as some type of poster child. My concern is for all racers, but especially these youngins out there that are jumping in these legend cars. It could easily be a career ender, and it has bothered me since I was laying from the emergency room to laying in my bedroom right now. That's all that's on my mind. I'm good. I'm going to be okay, but I just want to make sure that it gets taken serious. It just needs to be taken serious, and that's all I want. That's if I could. And there's some people that have reached out to 600 on my behalf, and I haven't done it yet myself. I'm waiting to see what happens, but I just want them to take a serious look at A, the throttle, and B, there are some structural issues inside the car that just need to be looked at. It's not a slap in their face. It's, guys, this is an opportunity. They've got the car. You can see everything you need to see. Let's put our heads down. Let's get our honeys up and let's go to work so this we can figure out so we don't have any other trouble. Because it could have been so much more serious, David.
Exactly, and you're 100% right. And I'm with you on that. I'm probably more critical than you are actually, which is which is scary.
Well, that's your passion, brother. We share that passion, and I understand. I read your post, and yes, you laid it all out there, bud. You laid it all out there. You didn't hold nothing back.
And I'm not. I mean, I hate to say it. What are they gonna do? Tell me I can't come back to an INEX race? Wah. Whatever. But I'm not trying to be just critical of them. I'm telling them they need to fix it. And just like the chassis damage that you took when this happened, talking about that. Well, my thing is, and I'm not saying there haven't been improvements on it because there obviously have, but when did Legend Cars start? That was like late 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah, I actually think I was watching Dale Jr. the other day, and he was talking about legend cars. He built the very first one.
Really?
The Allisons did, and I think it was in either 91 or 92, I believe.
Okay. So, all right. Well, they started them. Guess what? The same components can still fit on that car, meaning it's the same general car. There have not been a ton of differences made in the far as structural wise. Yeah, they've changed components as far as, engines. I was some rear. Well, I ain't even gonna say rear end stuff. I think they're still running the same type rear end as a Toyota, essentially. Like 85 Toyota Celica rear end. All that's still the same. We finally upgraded disc brakes. That took till what, 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's correct.
Go ahead, Jason.
I just got a couple questions. Did I hear Rafe say that the sanctioning body does have the car? They're analyzing the car. In other words, like if a NASCAR, let's take Christopher Bell's accident at Michigan. Yeah, I know NASCAR took the car, took it to the lab. Did the sanctioning body do the same thing with race car?
What the events that happened were right after the wreck. My car owner, Dennis Brown, got in touch with one of the bigger teams, one of the bigger INEX teams, and voiced some concern. And on my behalf, on Dennis's behalf, he took the car to 600 for us, so that it could be seen, it could be looked at, and there have been times when people have had that we've heard. This is hearsay, guys. I didn't tell me this direct, but they never got their hands on the car. So all they did was load the car up in the trailer, and it was dropped off, just like it came off the racetrack. So they got all my electronics. I just bought a brand new Ames unit. I think that was the second time for it. So they've got my Ames unit, which is an onboard computer. They've got the ECU, and they got the throttle body and what's left of the throttle pedal. Believe it or not, guys, the throttle pedal was laying on the racetrack. Somebody picked it up and just threw it in the car.
I believe it.
So anyway,
Wow.
that kind of goes back to the structure deal. So this is a two-part deal. And as I am as scared about the throttle for these young racers, I am also very, very concerned about the structure, because these little kids, David, to your point, we upgraded the brakes. Why we upgraded the brakes? Because we're getting faster. Why are we getting faster? The technology, the engine is getting more powerful. The tires, they changed the tires. So now we've got to slow these little babies down. We're running within a second, sometimes less than that, of the late models. You look at the late models and their runoff after they wear the tires down, we're less than a second apart.
I know at Dillon, well, I didn't look this the other day, but at Dillon, which is where you wrecked at, one of the last races I watched, there were some guys within a half a second of the late model times.
Yes. And the cars are fast enough now, and at the angle I hit, it's an opportunity to reset, push the button. Let's look at this deal. These guys are getting better as drivers. We're upgrading motors. We're upgrading parts and pieces to make them go faster. Let's keep the safety up to go along with that is my only point.
I just got to follow up. Has anybody heard from the sanctioning body themselves about the car they looked at? Has anybody heard anything?
Before you answer anymore, Rafe, on that, I want to say something real quick, and I'm not trying to throw him under the bus at all, and I'm not. I'm just going to say what he said because it was public, so it's public knowledge at this point. Ron Barfield, owner of Dillon Motor Speedway, told us in the drivers' meeting the other day, because this was a huge topic at his drivers' meeting. He can't, he's not making it mandatory, but he would like everybody to, and this went for all classes, he would like everybody to install a kill switch on their steering wheel. I don't disagree with that, but I'm going to tell you, even in Dillon especially, man, when you barrel off in that corner, especially in a legend car, because you drive that thing literally into the corner on the throttle.
Yes.
By the time that it takes off, and I haven't had it happen there, Rafe has, but I'm assuming by the time it takes off there and you're in the wall, there would be very little thought of hitting that kill switch.
Well, Jason and David, I can tell you all this, 100% certainty. After the Florence deal, I had so many questions in my head. What did I do? What was going on? Why, when I landed, was the car still going? Why didn't I think to go up there and hit that switch? I mean, this is in my racing career, it's the fourth time I've had a hung throttle. And the only time that I even thought about it was at Dillon. And by the time I thought about it, it was too late. It was over. And I agree with you, David, wholeheartedly. I know what Ron is doing and saying, and I agree 110%. Whether you're in a late model or truck, that would give you one more opportunity. If you slow down 5 or 8 or 10 miles an hour, that might get the impact down just enough. But it's a good idea. It's a good quick fix, but we do need to get to the root.
Yeah, but yes, but what I was also getting at with that, Ron said that he had because the Asphalt Nationals are being held at Dillon Motor Speedway this year. So Ron's got a lot of skin in this game. He said that he contacted his guy at IDEX, I think it was that Monday or Tuesday after the wreck. He said that the guy said, I'm going into a meeting. I'll call you back as soon as I get out to let you know how we're addressing it. And that was the last time he heard from him.
Well, yeah, that's
that was public knowledge, so I'm not saying anything out of line. I'm just telling you what was said in the drivers' meeting the other day, which I don't like.
No,
You can't
David.
sweep this under the rug, Dave. This
No.
has got to be on the forefront. This cannot be swept under the rug.
No.
No.
Ron Barfoot, you know what Ron Barfoot ought to do? He ought to call him up remember that movie Shawshank Redemption? And Dufresne asked the public board every day, twice a day from funds. That's what needs to happen to their sanctioning body. They need to call every day. All right, what's the verdict on the car? Have you heard anything? What's going on? I'm serious. This cannot be on the back burner, bro.
No, not at all.
And let me add this. And I have never run a sanctioning body. There's a lot of things I haven't done, but as long as all of us here on this program have been in racing, all different types of sanctioning bodies, we've seen a lot. Maybe not all, but we've all seen a lot. I will say this publicly. I am a little disappointed that no one has reached out to me personally, my car owner, or my home track that is sanctioned, INET sanctioned, because I'm not saying we hit the panic button, but we need to take and get all the switches on and stick our finger on it and say, okay, guys, what are we going to do? Let's make a plan.
Yep.
It's not about what we can't do and what we don't know. If we've all watched NASCAR, we all watched in the late 90s, early 2000s, we watched some drivers perish. And since that time, what has gone on? The safety went out of this world. It went through the roof. They had to mandate certain things. They had to aggravate a lot of race car drivers. At the same time, it's starting to save lives. It's starting to save careers. And I am, and we watch NASCAR now be a little bit more proactive. And that's all I want. They should have learned and seen what went on then, and let's do it now. When something like this happens. Yes, sir.
Right. They need to treat your case like a plane crash. They gotta figure out what happened, why did do this, how can we fix it?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I mean. If it's something that I've done or am doing and I have no idea what it could be, I don't know how to monkey with that electronic stuff. I have no idea. We get the stuff and bolt it on, like David said. Yep. If it's all I can do to figure out to run that Ames unit. I'm not a techno guy.
And
so
essentially that Ames unit that he's talking about, the Micron that they run in there now, it essentially is that black box now. They can read every throttle trace and everything from it. So there's no reason, they have zero reason, in my opinion, to not go back and look and figure out what happened.
Well, guys, and let me tell you this. Yeah, yes, sir. Go ahead, Jason.
Does the dirt side have the same technology that the asphalt legend cars have? I'm just curious about that.
Exact same car.
Exact same thing. Okay.
Exact same.
Yeah, they gotta treat this like a plane crash. They can't put Rafe on the back burners. They need to put this on the forefront. You need to call down there, Rafe, every day and find out what's going on. If you looked at the car, what's the verdict? What have you learned? What can we do? I mean, seriously.
Yeah. And David, when we go off air, and I meant to share it with you prior to the show, and I forgot to, but my dad been around the sport his whole entire life, and he's a heck of a fabricator. He was ahead of his time on some stuff when he used to race, and he came up with some ideas for the structural part. And he made some really nice drawings, David, and I wish I would have sent them to you so you could see them. Just as suggestions for things that could be done different, that would not add a whole lot of weight to the car. It wouldn't take a whole lot of time for guys to retrofit this throughout. And those, if they can come up with something, they should make it mandatory, especially on the structural side. They're going to be at the mercy of who built this electronic stuff for them. And those are the ones that need to get off of their royal asses and jump on this thing and say, what, we've got it now. We know what happened. We got tons of witnesses.
That's
We
right.
got the car. We can see everything. It's tangible, what the car looked like. And everything is just like I left it. If they thought that I was messing with, I don't cheated it up, some kind of how, traction control, whatever the monkey mess they talk about, it was all sitting right there for them to dissect. I had nothing to hide. I'm not ashamed of nothing. All I care about is the next master or the next little young lion, or all of them for that matter,
That's right.
for something like that to take happen.
That's right. And I know we're armchair quarterbacking some of it, but you talk about that wouldn't add much weight. Look, I think that's one of the problems now. There would be no issue, in my opinion, to add weight to that car. Do you know when Legend Car started, what is the weight now? 12. What's the weight?
After the race with a driver, I think it's 1230, David, 1235.
Do you know that when Legend Car started with and there was a 1200 motor in it, it was 1,500 pounds.
Wow. No, I didn't know. I know that the air-cooled motors were a little bit heavier. I think I remember when I first started with this deal that we had one, and I remember the car being like 1,260, maybe 1,270.
Yep.
But now we're down. You trim 30 pounds off of one of them low cars, buddy.
Well,
That's a lot.
The
I
horsepower
don't,
to
you
weight
know,
ratio is insane on them.
yeah, and when we're learning these cars, everybody is, to getting every little ounce of everything you can get out of it. And just to give you some perspective, my dad had called out my time on lap 2. I run a 1860.
Yep.
And speaking of driving it down in there, I sailed it off in there. I was trying to pick up a couple tenths, find out what the car was doing, because I felt like we'd made some headway. So I was probably on a 1850, 1840 lap, which is, and them little things that Dylan is really flying around there.
Oh yeah. Well, to put it in perspective, truck pole. I know the other day I didn't look at late model, but truck pole the other day, which should be right around the same, was a 1740. So
Yeah, so
1
we
second.
were right within a second.
Yep, within a second of it. And I can tell you now that, and because I know, if I would almost be willing to bet the end of the straightaway speed in the Legend car is faster than straightaway speed in a late model.
It very well could be.
Because you got a whole lot less tire to lean on there. That late model can get around the corner, roll through the corner a whole lot faster than that Legend car can.
Yeah.
So you have to stop a Legend car, turn it, get it going again. So, and it's still within a second. So yeah, they're flying down the straightaways. I'll tell you this, and I've said this on here before. And the last Legend car that I had, we raced an airplane with it for the fun of it. They clocked me at the end.
What?
Yeah. I outran the airplane. They clocked me at the end of the runway running right 140 miles an hour.
Oh.
In a Legend
Good
car.
Lord.
In a
And
Legend
that
car.
was the deal y'all did, the benefit deal you did at the ranch, right?
No, that was the one we did in the airport in Hartsville.
Hartsville.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yep.
the car show.
You were
Okay,
doing
I'm sorry, I got it confused.
140 in a Legend car, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When
That's
I put it
insane,
this way,
David.
at Charlotte, when they're running the Roval, because the Legend cars, the semi-pro and pro and masters run the full Roval. I think it might not be semi-pro. Yeah, I think it is semi-pro.
That thing's semi-pro.
Chargers,
Yeah, it was,
Chargers
yeah.
run it. That's right. They were running 120 going into the backstretch chicane.
Yeah. Yep. That's moving on, man. That is.
Yeah, man, let's get it. Let's
there,
get it.
there comes a time, and let me say this: we did a tire test a couple years ago
Yeah, we did.
when. Yeah, you remember when the Hoosiers got real thin
Yes, sir.
and we were all running on wore out tires,
Yes, sir.
and they bolted on those other tires.
Put on the
And that was just one practice session. Yes. And the next thing you know, you're running 17.7, 17.8. And that's without dialing the car in.
The car was on the ground. We were all scraping going through the corners, and we're still running late model times with legend cars.
Oh my God!
Yes. and when I got that information back, I said, here was my thought, David, and I shared this with you. This is what I said. I remember saying it. That everybody was in awe about how the cars handled and they were fast. I said, we're already going too fast. We can't race. It's going 17.7. You can't do it. You're going to have to go with, I love to race, and I try, and I'm almost 60 years old. I'll be 59 end of the month. And I love racing, and I like to be aggressive and do all them things. You can't do it. It's not safe.
Well, I told somebody at the track Saturday, I said, look, competitive racing is not always about who is the absolute fastest.
No.
That does not make for good racing.
No.
I said, and me and somebody were talking the other day, and this was after your wreck, and we were talking about the whole thing, and we said we think they need to be slowed down. One, through the engine, through that whole computer system, it's easy to slow them down now. We think they need to be slowed down overall, but what they're going to have to do is somehow take some handling away as well. Because if you slow them down, if you just slow them down through the computer now, then everybody's going to be on top of each other.
Yeah.
And so you're going to have to take some handling away. And everybody's going to hate that. Everybody's going to hate that. And who's going to sign up for it?
I know it.
And so I don't know.
You know how hard we've tried. Because we were working together on setup information and helping one another. When you bought my car, the notebook was open.
Yep.
You and your dad are always there to help us get better, and we've gotten better over time. It's taken us longer because we're not a big team.
That's right.
That team that Dennis has put together would be like I don't know, maybe a low B team versus like your Joe Ryans and your AKs, and those guys are the creme de la creme.
That's right.
And when we can go to the racetrack and run within 2 or 3 tenths of those guys for what we have, I'm as proud as a peacock of everything that we've done.
Oh, yeah.
But I go, in 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago or so, we had one of those big teams was there, had about 6 or 7 of their cars there. And I can't tell you how much time walking around looking at those cars, and they got them bodies so tricked up on those cars. It is mind-boggling. I would look at one of theirs, go back and look at mine. I'd go look at one of theirs, and there was another bigger team, went and looked at theirs. It was absolutely amazing what those guys are doing to those cars just with the bodies, that you could physically do the eye test. And that right there, that kind of bothers me too, because they've taken something that had been so simple. When you get a body panel, you can do this to it and that's it. And this is how it's mounted. It's getting out of hand, just like the old Twisted Sister race car, just like some of the dirt racing that we've seen. In my day, I remember the stock bodied dirt cars, and then they kept getting more elaborate. And they keep getting faster. And people say air don't matter. Air does matter. And those things matter. And there's other ways to slow these cars down and keep the dadgum costs down. And, that you don't have to have a dadgum, literally $1 million budget for a dadgum legend car. They've got all these people convinced that you got to go through legend to make it to the top. And that may be true. But by the time you get out of there, and if you've got any type of talent, and David, you've driven enough different things, these legend cars are very difficult to drive. Okay. And they teach you a lot of racecraft, a lot. But what I don't like is what it does to these young'uns. that by the time they maybe could make it, their parents, some of them have probably been out of money.
Yep. Yep. Well, they're jumping straight now, and we've had this conversation before too. And I think it's part of what's hurting racing. And I don't know who to put this on. I just think it's just a product of it. Is now these guys are literally, let's take and look what he did this past weekend. I got to give a shout out to my buddy Landon Lewis, finished 4th at San Diego.
Yes,
this past weekend.
did a wonderful job.
Awesome job.
And we raced against him, David.
Oh yes, for sure. I mean,
when he was coming up, we raced against him and Keelan and all.
Yeah, and had a great time racing against him. And I like those guys. Don't get me wrong. I text Landon the other day. One of the nicest guys, young men you will ever meet in a race car. But we'll just use Landon and Keelan both as a prime example. There is no going to I'm going to run a 4-cylinder. I'm going to run a street stock. I'm going to run a Charger car anymore. No, there's not that. You go from a legend car straight to the Cars Tour now. If you're on the asphalt side. If you're on the asphalt side. And there have been ones. Let's use Jason, let's use Wyatt Coffee for an example.
Okay.
Great young driver. I'm not taking anything away from him. He literally went from a Bandolero. I think he tested a Legend a couple times and went straight to a late model. Carson Ferguson. Legend car to a late model. And what happens is, and we're just going to talk about these teams, these big teams now. There's a lot of them that I know we're getting off on tangent off of whatever else has happened, all the stuff that's happened, but this is just kind of setting the lay of the land for everybody. Mm-hmm. What's happened is you got a lot of young guys out there now who did not grow up in it. They there's a few that did, and I'll give Landon Lewis and Keelan Harvick, I'll give them all the credit in the world because they bust their tail and they work on their own stuff, and I give them all the credit in the world. But there's a lot of them that jumped in a legend car. Mom and Daddy footed the bill for it. Nobody knew nothing about how to work on anything. They got out of that, tried to get a Cars Tour ride because that's where everybody told them they needed to go. They couldn't come up with $1 million to run a year of Cars Tour, which is absolutely, some of them's more than that now, which is absolutely insane.
Wow.
Well, they couldn't come up with that money, so what do? They quit. They don't fall back on a Charger car. They don't fall back on a street stock. They don't fall back on a 4-cylinder. They quit because if they couldn't make it from the legend car to the Cars Tour, they don't know what else to do. And so that's the world we're living in with a legend car. They want it to be faster, so they feel like they got experience going into the Cars Tour. Well, and they don't care about the money either. They go out there and just. Jimmy Johnson had something to say about the respect in it. I promise you that starts down at the legend car level because that respect fell off big time in a lot of these tracks. And I'm glad, there's some tracks that are finally splitting up classes.
Yes.
Because some of them's rough. But that's the lay of the land that we got in legend cars now. You got these young guys trying to make a name for themselves because they think they're going to the Cars Tour next.
Every single one of them.
And falling back on, Rafe's issue there, okay, Lord forbid. I would never want it to happen. I didn't want it to happen to Rafe. I'm glad he's going to be okay. Lord forbid if Keelan Harvick would have got in a car and that same thing happened to him.
Man, you would already have an answer, Dave, to what happened, how this happened, and how can they fix it. You would have already heard something.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well,
and I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm saying it doesn't matter that Rafe Judd's name's not Keelan Harvick. It doesn't matter. Fix the problem.
Exactly. That's my point right there, Dave.
So
That's my point. I
Jason,
mean,
you're spot on what I'm thinking, and I realize that I'm a nobody or just a general old racer Joe. I get that, but little old general racer Joe, take my name out the equation. You got the car. It was sitting in your facility. Let's at least have a conversation. At the very least,
even
a
if
conversation.
even if they decide, okay, this was a fluke one-off thing that happened to your throttle. Let's decide that. I don't think it is because it's happened to too many. But make that decision.
And I'd like, I'd like to have a summit or a conversation. Maybe get a couple guys that this has happened to. Put us together in front of the INEX guys and let's compare notes. I took mental pictures. I know how it felt both times. I mean, as racers, y'all know. I mean, your mind just takes snapshots the whole time, and everything's in slow motion. I can give you an account of everything up until contact to the wall, where I lost a couple of seconds after I come off the wall. So I mean, I know, and I'd like to share, those things with guys that have experienced it and the people that are building this stuff, so they can get a perspective, a 100% true perspective, not second and third hand. No one talking on behalf of nobody.
That's right.
If these guys are registered INEX members, then dadgummit, show the respect. We could do a Zoom call. As soon as I can get my little fat butt with my cracked leg down the stairs, I'll get in my truck and drive there. And just talk. I don't want to throw rocks. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to point fingers. I want to discuss. I want to make this better, safer for the next guy. That's right. It.
Yes, sir, Mr. Jackson.
Is Corey Gordon that sanctioning bodies builder also?
No. I mean, his daddy, Mike Gordon, he actually helps with some of the Profab factory team deal. Helps a little bit with that on setup side. They're kind of a little team themselves.
Okay.
I don't know what Corey's doing. I don't know where Corey's at. He may be building. I don't know.
He will. I think he's still with Beckham, but I didn't know if he was still building on the side. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, Ray, something's got to be done with this here, bro. I tell you what, PRI, I will be at their booth come November. I promise you that.
That's what I'm talking about.
What's that now?
Yep. Well, I'm going to be around as soon as I can get mobile. There'll be more I can do. There's some things that I have already probably should have done, could have done, and things I'm thinking of, but I was kind of wanted to give the process a chance, and I know that they've got the summer shootout going on, and I know everybody's hands are full, and I know everybody's busy, but this is not something to be taken lightly. And I'm not talking about Rafe Judd. I'm talking about what has happened.
That's right.
To David's point. There was another one. And those are just the ones we know about.
That's right.
Exactly. See, that's where I was going with that too. Okay.
Cars are worldwide. They race them all over.
So we got the summer shootout tomorrow. What happens if it happens tomorrow night in Charlotte at the shootout race? Then what?
You want me to tell you what happens there? Nothing. There's no wall at the end of it. Somebody's gonna run off. Somebody's gonna run off the end of the straightaway.
That would be even worse.
Well, I'm saying somebody's going to run off the end of the straightaway and cut it off, and they're never going to say a word about it. Unfortunately.
How about coming out of the turn and go straight to the pit wall right there?
Nah, you're already on the throttle in. Anyway. So I don't know.
Something's got to be.
It really.
Go ahead, Rafe.
But by the time I made sure, and I had enough time, David, to make sure my right foot was up. I mean, like up.
Yep.
and I just couldn't talk my left foot into coming off the brake pedal.
No. Oh, no.
And it was all too late. But the floorboard, when it crinkled, I think is what broke my ankle when it got caught between the floorboard crinkling and the brake pedal, I believe.
Yeah.
With that said, I don't want, if God forbid, anybody else get a struck throttle, but we've had one is too many. And I had someone bring this point up, and I do want to share it with you two guys, because y'all, as hard as y'all into racing, if you think about how many times you on and off the throttle, you times that by whatever, how many cars at every racetrack, every Saturday night since they built these MT-09 motors, the odds of this happening are so low. They're probably less than 1%, way down onto the point, whatever. It's only going to be that way until something worse happens to somebody that's got a name, and then everybody's going to be standing around shaking their heads and struggling.
That's
and
right.
The other point I want to make is I don't want this to deter these young guys that are spending time in Bandolero that want to move up. I don't want there to be no deterrent. Just want those guys to go and see what happened, rethink it, go back through it, dissect it from A to Z. You spend all your time building this stuff and pushing it out the door.
Yep.
So that you can. It's all about money, but guys. I can just say that it's the truth. They can't take the same time to stop for a minute, to shut down, stop. Let's go look at this. Let's give it 110% and see what we can figure out.
Well,
And if they find something, if there's something they can do, that's another opportunity.
exactly. And
But we got to be safe if we're going to keep going faster.
Exactly right. I'm with you though on the point. We don't need to keep going faster. I'm okay slowing it down. Let's put a daggone spring rule out there, so it's going to slow the cars down. Let's slow them down through the computer. Let's mandate. You can't run less than this X spring, or whatever. Just slow them down through the corner. I don't know. There's tons of stuff we can do.
Well, you could do it. You could do it with horsepower. You could do it with the weight. You know how sensitive these cars are with weight.
Oh yeah, you throw some weight to the right side, it's gonna slow them down. Change some percentages around, and slow them down. It's so easy to do. But,
there you go. All those are, and it's not major. It's not. It'll be an even playing field. These guys will figure it out again, and then you slow them down again.
That's right.
Why did we ever put restrictor plates on race in NASCAR? Why did that happen? You know why? Because Bobby Allison got up in the fence.
That's exactly right.
And everybody said, thank you, God, it wasn't no worse than what it was for the fans, for the driver. We got to slow these cars down.
100%. 100%. I am with you, Rafe. Just letting you know, a lot of people here on the chat are wishing you well and saying they're glad you're okay for the most part, and hoping you recover quick. Just letting you know, sir.
Yes, thank you.
But anyway, buddy. Well, I know, regardless of all this happening, there's a lot of people out there that help you out and stuff. And I know you've mentioned some of them, but go ahead and tell everybody while we're talking about who all helps you out and helps you go fast when you do.
Well, I tell you, it's Dennis Brown of Action Services has put together and gave us facilities. We've got a really good, close-knit team. Dennis, Barry Martin, Jimmy Alexander, everybody at that shop. Fan Talk, my little radio deal I get to do here in Charleston, and Car Review Exxon, a little local gas station, has been very, very supportive of me, man. I'm humbled by everything that I've got to do, and I'm very blessed to be able to race, to get back into this stuff like I have. It's been so much fun, and it's just we've gotten more and more competitive, and it sucked a little bit of the fun out of it, but it's got me right back where I was the last time. Was I'm in it. I want to win. I want to go fast as that next guy, and it's been a great experience. And I'm just a very, very blessed man when it comes to that. And God was riding with me when this thing stuck, because it could have. I will send you pictures, David, of the inside of the car, and I'm not going to share those publicly. Yeah, just you'll see it, you'll understand it, and I'm just blessed. That's all there is to it.
I got to say real quick, our buddy Mackie Flood just asked. He says, "This the Somerville Speedway Hour."
Man, I ain't heard that name in a long time. God, come on.
Mackie, what's going on, man? It's about time. It's about time to get you back on here, Mackie. We got to hear some old stories again.
Yeah, I remember. I could tell you a couple right out of the gate, but I won't. We'll save those for another time.
That's what we need. We need we need to get a few of the old Somerville. Unfortunately I never went to Somerville Speedway. Never was able to go to it. But
in its heyday, David, it'd have blown you away.
I bet. I've always heard that. So I'd love to get a crew of guys on here. We get Mackie on here. We get you on here, and I could think of a few more. Maybe some of them Powell boys. We can get on here and we talk
Charles,
about.
Old Jerry Williams was one heck of a wheel man. Jerry could have went places. I don't never know what interrupted his deal, but he was something else.
Oh yeah, for sure. So,
Strom Altman.
Yeah,
Strom was another one.
Strom was good there.
I mean, racing with them guys, they forced you to learn. I tell you, little Donnie Clark that runs over there at Florence, another wonderful young man. He was something else. His dad. The list goes on.
That was
Bobby Tumbleston.
We need to get a show together one day and just have everybody on there from there, just to rehash out some old days at Somerville.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll do it, man. Well, Rafe, man, first of all, we constantly praying for you to heal up quick, man, and get back mobile and all the normal day-to-day stuff. And beyond that, we're ready for you to get back to the racetrack. We can't wait to see you back there, man. You can at least come spot for me whenever
Yeah, that's right. I can do that now with no pressure. But well, Jason and David, I really deeply appreciate y'all letting me come on.
For sure, man.
Let me air out a little bit, but go ahead.
Real quick, Brian Blackwell just asked. He just asked if you knew by chance how Ronnie Daniels is doing.
Ronnie's doing well. He's gone through a lot of health challenges here in the last few years, but the old Flash is still the Flash.
That's right.
I think it's been about 3 or 4 weeks since I've talked to him, but he's well.
Good.
The Somerville Flash.
Yeah. Yes, he was. I was a driving fool there. Driving individual. Well, good deal, buddy. Well, man, I appreciate you coming on here and letting me vent out my frustrations at least.
Oh, me too, man. Yeah. It still pisses me off.
Me too, Jason. I haven't quite said exactly what I wanted to, but I came close.
I hear you. I think you of it.
I
Right. You just write down what you want me to say, man, and I'll be happy to say it. Okay, bro?
Yeah, I'll write a memoir. Let you and David have at it.
There you go. There you go.
There you go, baby.
All
text
right,
it to him. You text it to me. Doggone it! I'll get me a soapbox on here. How about that?
All right, brother. Well, I appreciate you, and I will be talking with you soon, man. And great having you on again. And we'll have to get you back on, just talk about some racing here soon.
Yeah, man. Y'all have a great rest of the show, and once again, thank y'all so much, man. I'm very blessed.
All right, brother. Appreciate you.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are Well, we'll go ahead and take a minute here. Well, let's go ahead and get a word from our support system that's on here. Let's go ahead and get a word from our sponsors.
Rev up your engines with Pro Fabrication headers and exhaust, the ultimate powerhouse in motorsports performance. From the dirt tracks to the high banks of Bristol, ProFab is the go-to experts for custom racing, exhaust systems, and headers. Whether you're dominating in dirt late models, UMP modifieds, or midget racing, our precision TIG welded headers are built to your exact specs. ProFab collaborates with top engine builders to optimize dyno results, ensuring maximum power, perfect chassis fit, and unbeatable repeatability. Proudly supplying NASCAR, IndyCar, IMSA, and late model teams, ProFab's lightweight titanium and stainless options shave those much-needed tenths off your lap times. With state-of-the-art tech and components like anti-reversion mufflers and custom collectors, ProFab delivers the edge you need to cross the finish line first. Choose ProFabrication headers and exhaust. Quality that wins. Visit profabrication.com. Chicken Bone Alley is brought to you by SRI Performance. They are your one-stop shop for all things racing. Do you need performance parts? Look no further. They offer a wide range of high-performance parts for various types of racing, including stock car racing, dirt racing, and more. SRI Performance also has the most knowledgeable employees in the industry. If you're looking for that hard-to-find part, they've got it. And if you're wondering how to make it work on your car, they know it. Check them out online at www.sriperformance.com. And when you do, don't forget to use the promo code CBONE10. That's C as in chicken, BONE10, and get 10% off at checkout. Tired of leaving performance on the table? Ready to dominate the track? For decades, Earl Ramey Racing Engines has been the secret weapon of champions. We don't just build engines. We craft precision, engineered powerhouses designed for one thing: victory. From meticulous machining to expert assembly, every Earl Ramey engine is built with uncompromising quality and a passion for speed. We understand the demands of racing, and we deliver the reliability and raw power you need to cross the finish line first. Whether you're tearing up the asphalt or conquering the dirt, Earl Ramey Racing Engines provides the competitive edge you've been searching for. Don't just race, conquer. Contact Earl Ramey Racing Engines today and let us build your winning machine. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum is a full-line steel service center stocking thousands of sizes, shapes, grades, and types of metals and plastic. If you need it, they have it. And if not, they work fast to find what you need and get it to you. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum also has the ability to cut orders to your specifications as requested. Their dedicated team not only brings many years of experience to the table, but they are always ready and willing to lend a hand with anything you may need. Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. Your material needs are covered here.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen. Also, I'd like to thank our good friends right here in Florence, South Carolina, at Dixie Made right here in town. When you're coming down, heading to the beach, you know, everybody headed on vacation because there's been so many people coming through Florence here, headed to Myrtle Beach as always. Be sure to stop in at Dixie Made. They are, man, they got you covered head to toe in everything that you need: hats, sunglasses, shirts, shorts, flip flops, shoes. I don't care what you need. Yeah, they ain't got your Jesus sandals there that you can wear socks with. Jason. But anyway.
What's that phone number? I have to call them. I need Jesus sandals there, bro.
You need a request?
Yes.
You need a request line. But anyway,
Chicken Bone Alley brand.
Yeah. Head over. That's what I'm going to get. I'm going to get some Chicken Bone Alley branded flip-flops. Some thong toes.
God.
I'm going to send you the first pair of them.
Oh, my God. Gee, thanks, Dave.
You're welcome. But anyway, head over to Dixie Made right here in Florence, South Carolina. Be sure to go check them out. You won't beat the deals that they have on all their clothing, all their accessories. And also always remember, when you go in there, the price you see on it is the price you pay at the register. Tax already included. So, simple. When you're out there figuring out that budget you got for somebody for a birthday, you know exactly what you're spending and know exactly how to get it there. Also, MPM Marketing, www.marketwithmpm.com. Go talk to our good friend Tanya over there if you're starting in this racing game. She's the one you need to know. Got all the digital media that you need. Can put all that good stuff out there, and on top of that, put you in front of the faces you need to be in. She knows everybody. Everybody.
Yes, she does.
So go check out MPM Marketing. All right, real quick. I was at Dillon Motor Speedway this past weekend. Weekend 4, I ended up not going anywhere. It was my birthday, and it was hot. And I was literally just lazy the whole day.
105 here in Blythewood, bro.
It was horrible. Horrible. So I was like, you know what? I'm sitting at the house and I'm not going to do a thing all day on my birthday. So I didn't do a thing. And it was wonderful. So anyway, went to Dillon this past weekend. We raced. We rode. No, we raced. We talked about that a little bit already.
Road.
I'm trying to remember. Let's see. Tanner Askins won the 4-cylinder. Matt talking about it was hot, though. I thought I was going to monkey. It was hot. I'm going to tell you what. I don't know if it was the heat or I think I got some rubber on a header the other night, and smoke was filling up the cab of my truck. And I'm going to tell you what. I had to come when I got in. I didn't even run the whole race. I got in. Because my carburetor started messing up. I think it was carburetor. Hope it was carburetor. We ain't pulled it out yet. I had to lay in the floor of the trailer for a while. I was quite dizzy.
Wow, bro.
Between heat and smoke and all that. It was one of them times that you're looking and all of a sudden everything gets dimmed and it brightens back up. It gets dim and brightens back up. It's like, let me just lay here a little while.
Wow, bro.
It was hot out there Saturday. Matt did good. Ended up finishing second there in the truck race. After a run second a while, caution came out. I think Terry Moore got around him. Then he got him back on the white flag lap. But Clay Thomas won the truck race. I'm trying to remember. Was it Avert? Avert Lucas won late model. Little Ricky Locklear won Charger after a whole bunch of stuff going on there. I'm not even really going to go into it all because I was somewhat involved in it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was something else. It was a race. I'm trying to remember who else. What am I missing?
Legend Cars.
Cameron Murray won Legend Cars. I think that's about it. Maybe
Truck Chargers, Legend Cars, Street Stocks. Who was Street Stock?
No, there was Street Stock out there with Charger, but there wasn't like three of them. So I don't really remember who won. I don't remember. Brandon Caraway, maybe. Anyway, it don't matter. Yeah. Charger got crazy. I will say they offered Little Ricky money to go to the back because there was, including the street stocks, there was, I thought I said Tanner. Tanner Askins won 4-cylinder if I didn't say it. They offered him money to go to the back to start, and there was a good field. I think there was probably 12-ish cars, including the street stocks. He had to start all the way at the very back. 12, 14 maybe? I'm not even sure.
Wow.
And he negotiated, I think it was like $400, and he got a caution. So he made it up there. was involved in a wreck. Went to the back again, and come all the way back to the front. 16 of them. There were 16. Matt just said.
Wow.
So it was interesting to say the least. Anyway, so that was about all from Dillon Motor Speedway. This week, Florence Motor Speedway will be back in action, I believe. I believe it's this weekend, ain't it? I think so. It's freaking hot. I know that.
Yeah.
We got to do some motor work. I ain't even gonna lie. I want to go race, but we gotta do some motor work before I can even put it back out there. There ain't no sense.
How much you got to tear down on the motor to see what's going on?
Oh, I don't know. We got another motor coming.
Okay.
And so we're gonna start fresh.
Yeah, didn't your dad pick the motor up last week or week before?
Yep, it's at the machine shop getting done,
Okay.
getting the machine work done, and
Okay.
then it'll be ready to start putting back together here soon.
Okay.
Matt said it's 96 this Saturday. He thinks he's calling in sick.
Good luck with that, buddy.
Yeah.
You sick? It's 96 degrees outside. You sick?
He ain't calling in sick from the
I need
racetrack.
a dollar's excuse.
What you watching there?
War of Outlaws at Ogilvy.
Nice.
Our boy Cody Overton is 11th in Group B.
Sweet. All right. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to cover. Asphalt wise, truck race. I'm gonna be quite honest with y'all. I feel like the truck race was probably the best overall race of the weekend at the Naval Base Coronado in San Diego, California. Matt said you were sick too, dude. I felt awful yesterday. Matt said he was sick as crap from getting too hot Saturday. I felt horrible all day yesterday. Finally felt better today. Saturday night, I felt like my head was just constantly spinning. It was rough. But yeah, I thought the truck race was probably the best race, in my opinion. Thought our boy Honeycutt could have pulled one off, and I didn't even know what happened to him until after the checker flag. I was like, well, he was up there, and then I knew him and Chandler Smith got together, but I looked, I was like, oh, Caden hit the wall first, and he knocked the whole back end off the truck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then Tyler Reif got up there, and man, I thought he was going to squeak him one out, running a very limited schedule. And he just got pressured by Lane Riggs there. And Lane Riggs got him another one at a street course somehow. He
How about that?
Not a road course racer at all in his own, what he says himself, but somehow he has managed to get a few wins on road courses now. So that was pretty cool. Huge wreck, almost identical wrecks in the Grand National Series and in the Cup race. They just, took out half the field, it looked like.
Hey, raise your hand if you didn't get hit by Vosbergen. I didn't. I didn't race. I think he hit everybody else out there yesterday.
I'm telling you, boy. How about Noah and what was his name? Magnuson out there fighting for 30th and getting into a argument afterwards. I'm like, geez, what are we arguing about?
Wow.
But no, Corey Heim picked up his first Cup win, and man, he did. This dude went from the last street race there was. He tried to qualify for it. I guess that would have been Chicago. He tried to qualify and did not make the race. He was too slow himself. And he worked that hard. And this dude just pressured Tyler Reddick into making a slip up.
Slip up. You think Tyler? You think Tyler let him by, bro?
No. He did not let him by. The original pass. He made clean as could be. Tyler even said this. He said, yeah, the original pass. He said, I tried to cross him over. He said, and I messed up, bumped the wall, and got into him. He said, now when he got into him, he did not want to be that guy to hit him and take advantage of it and get back in front of him. And 100% credit to him on that. That says a lot to his character. He decided once he hit him, he's like, nope, I'm following in behind him. I'm not passing him back like that. That's dirty. He's like, he drove me too clean for me to do that to him. So that's a stand-up individual, which it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
Amen.
Wouldn't have mattered anyway. You end up cutting a tire in the long run. But that was stand up right there. He was like, nope, this dude fought hard to get in front of me. I'm not taking it back like that. So when he slipped up and hit him, he let off the gas and fell in behind him. So that take a lot to do when you ain't got but a few laps left on a race. And you
You think Bobby Pierce would do that?
Heck no.
Please. I got a question though, bro.
Yes, sir.
Did I hear on the broadcast yesterday? They called this race yesterday a crown jewel.
There was, and I heard this from multiple people. They're not calling it a crown jewel, but they were saying it had a very crown jewel feel about it.
The one dude, he compared it to Daytona. Letard.
My whole thing was, yeah, I know. My whole thing is like, well, you can call it a crown jewel if you want. It's probably not happening again. Because they said just the logistics of it happening on a active naval base. Because this isn't a thing that they go in there, the week of and set up. No, they are setting up for it. Because I got a buddy, Caleb Rumpf, that was at Florence Motor Speedway. He worked there for a couple of years as an official. He is on base right now in training there. And he was sending me videos and stuff from it, which was really cool. And but yeah, this is like a month-long process trying to set up all them barriers and you having to block off parking lots and all kind of stuff. So that's a tough ask. Now, would it be awesome? And dude, I'm gonna tell you what would be the coolest thing ever. Okay, everybody's like, "Yep, we need to go back to Daytona for July 4th race." I don't disagree, but if we're not, would it not be the coolest thing ever to move that race around on the July 4th race from base to base? It could be naval, army, just military base, and set up something like that, different base every year for July 4th.
You mean to tell me get NASCAR to Shaw? Are you serious, bro?
Well, Shaw ain't got big enough roads for that. You'd literally have to run the runway at Shaw. Because trust me,
that would be awesome though, Dave. Clark used to do it at Cleveland, the airport at Cleveland.
And didn't they run the truck race there a time or two? Because I remember them being on a runway.
Did.
Yeah,
sure did.
Yeah. Not saying they can't do it, because they definitely could set something up and definitely do it on the.
Who would that be? How awesome would that be, bro?
Oh, it'd be sweet. But man, move that. If you're gonna do it on July 4th weekend. What better way to give back to country and military than doing it on July 4th weekend?
I got one. I know we can't do it. But we can say Memorial Day.
Memorial Day, or what is it? When's Veterans Day? That's November, isn't it? So that's too late to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think they go. I don't see Memorial Day moving from Charlotte for a long time.
You can't move. You can't move the 600. Can't do that. Can't do that.
No.
But July the 4th, every go. I love that. Is a great day. That is a great idea. I love it.
But we're gonna be at what? Where are they gonna be? Chicago this year for it.
Watch the orange go across the track again.
That would be awesome. So anyway, we are running an hour and a half, so I ain't gonna go into any more NASCAR stuff. Everybody knows all that, what happened and all the fun stuff, and saw it all. And be at Sonoma this week. Man, SVG or Connor Zilich's got to pull them something out. I'm gonna tell you what, they got the short end of the stick this past week.
I don't know. SVG, like I said, raise your hand if you didn't get hit by SVG.
Well, he was hitting, but I'm gonna tell you, daggone Austin Hill just wiped it all out for him. He talking about, the visuals were bad. It was like, dude, you wasn't nowhere close to the inside of the wall. You just ran straight across the track.
Wow. Oh my God! Wow.
And I like Austin, but boy, it's like when he messes up bad.
Bad.
It don't look good when he messes up.
Just no small mistake.
No. He takes somebody out big time when he does it.
Yes, sir.
What was it? Watkins Glen, Indy. I mean, now it is. Golly. So anyway. So that's about all I got for asphalt. Like I said, Florence Motor Speedway back in action this Saturday. Y'all be checking out all the racing on Ultra Broadcasting if you're not in the stands. Summer Shootout also coming up. Like I said, tomorrow. I'll go ahead and tell y'all, just to let y'all know, there may not be an actual show next week. I may try to jump on here and do some live stuff.
Oh, really, Dave? Really?
Yeah, I'm probably. I think I made some. I think I'm going to the shootout next Monday.
Oh, really? What'd you go to the shootout for, Dave?
Oh, I'm just going to help my buddies with Profab.
Oh, your buddies at Profab? Who
Yeah.
could they be, Dave?
You know, typical crowd. Typical crowd.
Typical crowd, Dave?
I got to go help out one of them HendrickCars.com cars.
Oh, really, Dave? Hendrick.coms? Which one could it be?
Kip Canals, you know.
Oh, Kip Canals. Oh, wow. Is there another name involved too, Dave?
I don't know. Don't know.
Oh, my gosh. Really, bro? Yeah. Okay.
Don't know.
You're not going to say? You're not going to say?
I don't know.
Dave, you're not going to... Come on, bro. You're not going to say, Dave.
I can't. I don't know. Maybe once it gets closer to time. I don't know. Not my news to tell.
Okay, Dave. Okay, Dave. All right. I won't say nothing to you.
Not my news to tell.
Okay, Dave.
So
okay.
So in saying that, just letting everybody know, I'll be there next Monday. Then I'll be on vacation the week after that. So July 4th weekend, I'm going on vacation. So yeah. I'm gonna.
I can't believe you're not gonna say, but it's all right.
You know, I gotta clear it with the boss first. That I could say it. I didn't clear it.
I got you. All right. I'll keep the cat in the bag.
Okay.
But all I can say is you lucky devil.
Maybe.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. You lucky devil. It sucks to be you.
It's horrible. It's horrible life. Horrible life. It's tough life. Tough life. You know what I'm so happy about coming up? This has nothing to do with racing. It's just made me think about it. If anybody don't know, it starts actually next week. It might start into this week actually. I gotta look at it. Yeah, I think it starts Friday night. What could be starting Friday? I'm gonna quiz Jason right now. What could be starting that I would love?
Oh, Christmas in July.
Yes, sir. Great American Christmas in July coming up.
All right, Dave. Have a great. I'll see you there. I'll see you in 2 weeks or whatever.
Forget July 4th. All that Great American Christmas in July. What's wrong, Jason?
Do you have your DVR set on Lifetime movies for the Christmas?
I don't watch
movies?
Lifetime. I don't watch the Lifetime movie. I don't even watch Hallmark movies anymore. I don't agree with a lot of their politics. I watch Great American.
I have no.
I watch Great American Family, Great American Christmas.
Oh, okay. I didn't know which one carried it. Okay, I'm sorry, Dave. My bad. So you're gonna have your DVR set, man. You ready to roll, Jack?
Oh, I got them on demand all the time. Don't think I haven't actually watched some of last season's stuff throughout the first part of this year. I never really quit. I was listening to Christmas music the other day, actually. There is always on my Spotify, you know, your recent stuff. You got Spotify, Jason?
I have iHeartRadio.
Oh, okay. Well, you know how even on there, how you start listening to stuff, and it's like your stuff that you listen to comes up on it. There's always Christmas.
Recently played.
There's always Christmas in mine. That's the next thing I look forward to after my birthday. What are you talking about?
Does your wife agree with this stuff, man? Is she all in?
She don't watch it like I do. She knew what she signed up for. And actually, and like my dad just posted, other than that, I don't watch TV. I don't. If it's not, I honestly don't. Anybody can tell you. I watch, other than the Christmas stuff that comes on, or racing. That is literally all I watch on TV. No, Mama. Christmas movies do not start July 1st. They start June 26th, I think. Start before that.
Oh wow, that's awesome, bro. That's man. That's like, man, that's Friday.
Exactly. I think whatever this Friday is, they start this Friday.
Wow. I am pumped up, bro. I can't wait. Oh my God, bro.
Matt Grantham says he watches Hallmark all the time though, too. See, it's just you. My mama just put on here, she's ready for Christmas trees to go up in October.
October?
Yeah.
You don't even wait till after Halloween, bro.
I ain't worried about Halloween. Halloween's not a holiday.
But I thought the Christmas tree went up after Halloween, the 1st of November.
I mean, I can do it then. That's fine. I can deal with that. That's fine. She starts typically, yeah, that's what she typically does, pretty much. But a lot of people say wait till after Thanksgiving. I'm like, no, you can't wait after Thanksgiving. I can.
That's the old traditional way. Yeah, that's the day of the Thanksgiving. The tree goes up. Yes, that Friday. Yes.
Yeah, but I'm like,
used to be.
But I'm like, you know, I can gladly eat a great Thanksgiving meal looking at my Christmas tree. I can do it.
I can see that.
I can do it.
I can see that.
Look, I'm gonna tell you, Christmas really starts that morning, Thanksgiving morning, right at the very end of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, when Santa Claus comes across.
Come to town, baby.
And I'm gonna tell you, that is one of my bucket list items. Anybody want to help me out? That is one of my bucket list items, is to go to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. What I really want to do, though, and I'd have to find it, and I'd hate to know how much these cost. I don't really want to be down there amongst all those people. I would love to have a hotel room along the route that has a balcony.
Yes,
that would
reach
be
out and touch
awesome.
one of the big balloons.
Yeah,
that will make your whole vacation. If you could reach out and touch SpongeBob, you'd be all in.
Awesome. It'd be awesome. My mama just put on. Well, my dad put on there. You know, you have to look at my mama's 15 Christmas trees. That's what she had in the house last year.
I mean,
15.
You
Not
almost
all,
got a big.
not all
y'all
full
must- y'all
size.
must-
Not all full size. But
Well,
there
I'm just saying, you almost got a big attic for all these boxes
she's
and
got
boxes
she,
and boxes of stuff.
she's
bro.
got a whole shed that is Christmas. It wouldn't hurt my feelings. Go ahead and put it up now. Not one bit.
Well, you
So
do got your
much,
hoodie weather now.
so much that it wouldn't bother me now that I bought a Christmas tree, and I paid a lot of money for this Christmas tree. I ain't even gonna say how much I paid for it. This Christmas tree has LED lights on it that you can make scenes on the lights with the lights. Like I can do fireworks, make the Christmas tree look like fireworks are shooting up in it and stuff like that. So you can set it for different seasons.
Man, that's pretty neat.
It is neat. It is.
That's pretty neat. Okay.
It is neat.
Okay. Yeah, I like that idea.
So you just take the decorations off of it and swap decorations. Sometimes.
There you go.
Sometimes.
Red, white, and blue, 4th of July fireworks. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, anyway, all right. Let's before we go too long. Well, we got dirt wise, sir. What do we? Hold on. Let me. We're here. We go. We're gonna go with the dirt with Racing Jason.
Wow. I ain't done that in a while. Dave, I got some bad news, bro. We were talking with Rafe a little while ago. We lost a life Saturday night at Dirt River Speedway.
We did, unfortunately. That's sad.
Yes, it is. 17-year-old Bentley Pitts. What I was told, from what I understand, from what I gather, car he flipped, got ejected, and the car rolled over him.
I heard apparently his mom posted something on Facebook yesterday. I can't remember. Apparently he must have had a passenger seat in this car. And his cousin, I think it was riding with him. And he is okay. They said he is okay, but he's being that he was amongst that, he's gonna have to have some healing from that as well.
Could you imagine?
No,
First off, Dave, when do we have passengers riding in race cars under green flag conditions? I can understand it if a ride along or you packing the track in. I get that.
I looked up to see what he was driving because I was wondering what he was driving because nothing really said. I think he was driving one of those kind of like around here, I think we would call it. Well, it ain't even that. It ain't even full SCDRA. It looked like a front wheel drive, 4-cylinder.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming not very fast. And in all actuality, I'm not against doing something like that, putting passenger seats in them in a class like that. I'm not against that. But this is what we got to do, people. Just like we were talking to Rafe earlier, I promise you, because I see it, Rafe had every safety precaution that you can take in that Legend car. I don't care what kind of car we're driving, people. I don't care what we're putting out there. I don't care if it's a 4-cylinder any car or a Crown Vic, anything. Safety stuff comes first. And I will give it to Sumter Speedway. I think Lakeview's already on this. I think they already were. I know Sumter Speedway's had some issues in the past. I think it was last year, they mandated every car out there had to have a full containment seat. And that's the thing. You can buy one now. Yes. Yeah, I get that a Crown Vic's not an expensive race car. I get that a car like that, the little front-wheel drive 4-cylinder, they're not expensive race cars per se. You can get a decent full containment seat. I'm not saying it's top of the line. I'm not saying it's the most comfortable, but I'm saying it will save you better than just the cheapest thing out there. You can get one for, I think, about $400 to $500 now. But what is a life worth? What are a good set of belts worth? And on top of that, we need track officials checking safety stuff.
Exactly. See, that's the thing about it too, Dave. How does a track official go to every car? Now, let me check your cage. Let me see your fire extinguisher. I mean,
Well, I'm gonna tell you what they used to do at Dillon, and I think we need to get back to this. Just like Matt said right here, he's got a 17-inch full containment seat for sale right now.
booyah.
So if anybody's looking for one, he's got one. But Dillon used to, at the first of every year, they had a day that you brought the car to the track and they did a safety check on it at the first of the year. And it was approved for that entire year. And they kind of looked for a while. Safety man, I think, kind of looked, made sure, just kind of did some spot checks otherwise. Haven't been doing that because they used to put stickers on the car. Haven't really been doing that. I think that's probably the best way to go about it. Any car before it races that season at your track, I don't care if it don't come to the middle of the season, any car must be. No, I'm not saying World Outlaws comes around that they need to check because obviously that's on World Outlaws, but any local class, I think, needs to be all safety checked before they can race at the track that season. That includes belts. That includes whatever suit that driver's going to wear. That includes helmet, gloves, everything. I think is the best way to handle that.
Amen. Amen. Like with race situation, anything to make these guys safer, I am totally for it.
Yep. Yeah.
It's like we talked about. It's like what we talked about earlier this year on Michael Page. Remember his helmet came off, he hit that U-turn.
Yep.
And a safety guy can't go to every driver. You got your helmet still out? Let me check your helmet. This should be automatic, man. This should be automatic.
Yeah, and that's the thing is stuff like that. You can't save them from themselves a lot of times. But as long as track knows that they got the correct equipment, it's on them to use it properly after that. But regardless, I hate it for his family. I hate it for that whole community. I hate it for the track. That's a terrible situation. Terrible, terrible situation.
Awful.
And so
could it have been prevented? That's what I wanted. I mean, I'm pretty sure all things like that can be prevented, but what caused it?
I feel like, well, and I'll say, and I've seen it happen. We've seen it happen before. Let's say he had good belts in there. I've seen them many times. You can catch a glove on a latch in a heartbeat, and belts pop off.
It's that one button right in the middle.
Yep. Or if it's like if it's belts like mine, it's got a knob. You just turn and all of them pop off at one time. So
at one time, yep. One time.
So I don't know. I hate it, but we need to do something. Track needs to look into it. How could it have been prevented? Let's do better going forward.
Amen, brother. Amen.
So what else we got going on the dirt front?
Oh, Coles County Speedway got, I'm not going to say level, but they sustained a lot of damage from a tornado.
Yes, they did.
And they just had a Hell Tour race. I'm sorry, Mars race there. Remember the track that's like Macon, but not as banked?
Yep.
Yeah. So I hope not just for the racetrack, but everybody in the community, I hope it's okay and no damage. Everybody's fine at Coles County.
He said it looked like it was going to be could be months for they were back racing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
sad.
Yeah.
Sure. Things like that too. Earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes. What can you do? There's nothing you can do to prevent this. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And that's what makes it so sad too. You know what I mean?
Yep.
How about our boy Carson Brown wins at Slinger yesterday, bro? How about that?
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, man, way to go,
Good
Carson
job,
Brown.
Carson.
Dave, rain. Basically, rain. Rain just hit
rain.
us hard, man. Yeah, rain hit us hard.
It hit everybody
past
hard
week,
except
so.
for, well, they ended up racing this past weekend at Lakeview, but they had to cancel Lakeview the weekend before because we had no rain.
Cause of why? Cause of why? Cause of why?
Because of no rain. It was dusty and hot. Well, that was what it is. That track had baked so much that, well, it was so hot, and what they do over there, they got a pond that they get water out of. There was no water left in the pond to get
Sucked
water.
it up.
Sucked it right up.
They canceled that Wednesday or that Thursday for that Saturday, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Buddy Michael Butler was out there testing the night before, and they decided while they were there that we're not going to race this thing. Is we can't get enough water in it. We don't have enough water to put in it. Then, fortunately, it rained some this past week and helped them out a lot.
Well, they had a big field, man. How about that?
Yeah, I know.
Christian Thomas won.
Did he?
Yeah. Christian Thomas.
Nice. How Willie do? I saw Willie was racing. I didn't see how he did.
Oh, I forgot. Willie won at
Yeah, he won somewhere.
Dixieland. Yeah. Dave, the World of Outlaws have announced their schedule for 2027 in Florida Speed Weeks. I'm gonna tell you, man, that what the joiners are doing at Southern Raceway. This place is gonna be a freaking gem. And it was good before,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think this is gonna make it much better, much better.
What you think about their Speed Week schedule?
I love it, man. Hendrick County, Gumbo, all it needs is a little bit more water. Yeah, that place was a gym. Southern Raceway is going to be a gym. And, of course, Volusia, we go back to Volusia and stuff. So, yeah, I'm all for it, man. Lucas Oil came out with theirs. Man, they going to be down there a month, bro. And they got to go back to SpongeBob's SquarePants' place. Oh, my God, bro.
Oh. Dude, I'm telling you, like our buddy got on here just a little while ago, Mackie Flood. Send him down there. He'll fix that track.
You gotta do. Well, it's not just a track, Dave. When you tell the president of the Super Late Model world that you need to get your stuff together, not talking about my track. What you got going on? But your place ain't that. It wasn't that great before, and it ain't that great now.
Does he completely own that track now, or he sell off part? Because it's not even because they changed the name of it technically now.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, did he sell off part of it or something, or he just?
I don't know if he stole a part of it. He evidently he still got his hands in it.
Oh yeah. He
So SquarePants, I'm gonna tell Rigsby that, bro, don't get me started with the what's his name, the Love Sponge, SpongeBob, whatever his dog
Bubba the
name
Love
is.
Sponge.
There you go, SquarePants. All right. Dave, that's really all I got. We got Ogilvy right now. How about your boy Ross Robinson, fastest overall? Come on.
Not Ross.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that's really all I got, Dave. It's been kind of a slow week. Man, I can't go back from we didn't do a show, right? But we ain't gotta do all that, yeah.
And if anybody wants to hear anything else, always tune in to Ripping the Lip.
Tomorrow night, 8:00 on X, baby. Let's come on.
That's right. You will hear all the dirt action.
We are Bobby Pierce days away from the PDC, baby.
God.
Come on.
You and Bobby Pierce. Does he send you a couple dollars every week or something to see how many times you can say his name?
My greatness. Sorry, people can't. They can't cope with that. I appreciate greatness. I wasn't a Tom Brady fan, but I pulled from every time in the Super Bowls. I want him to get as many rings as he could. I appreciate greatness, Dave. I'm not scared to admit it.
So you're saying you're not a Bobby Pierce fan? Same concept. Same concept.
I love everybody, Dave. Come on,
I love
bro.
everybody.
I love you, don't I?
Everybody. That's everybody.
Well, there is that one guy, but none.
There's that one guy.
No, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
Not a
There's that
fan.
one guy. Yeah,
I don't know. I see some comments up between Facebook and X sometimes that you get. I don't think you love them either. It's so funny. So funny. The people on there that you just live off conspiracy theories, don't you?
they trip me out, man. I love posting something, man. Just read the doggone comment like that. I put that picture up with JD, the cherry picking. Have you read the comments?
Nah, I saw. There was one I saw where you posted something about Bobby Pierce, and somebody was they were going off, and I was just like, what? Dude, I
When they
posted.
jump into the pond, yeah.
I posted just a picture where Corey Haim wins his first Cup race. I just posted the thing, and somebody's on there, and I don't even know what he said. I'm pretty sure he was completely drunk when he wrote his comment because I have yet to figure out what it even remotely means. Something about Toyotas, and but it made no sense. People are
Welcome to my world.
People are something else.
Sir.
But anyway. Alrighty, sir. Well, anything else? If not, we're going to sign off for the week.
That's all I got, Dave.
Good deal, brother. Well, man, I appreciate you as always. And I guess we'll have a show, here in a few weeks. But everybody be on the lookout because I'll have some pop-ins from time to time.
Pretty sure you will. I get a doggone alert on my phone. Oh, Dave's Facebook Live. You know what, bro? I ain't. Have a good week. Dave.
You better jump on and comment.
Oh, don't you worry. Retweet. Don't you worry about that, buddy. God. Fired. That's what you are. Fired.
I get fired on my day off.
Smoking.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you, and appreciate Rafe coming on. And like I said, we're not just trying to throw INEX under the bus, but we do want we want changes made. We want things fixed. That's all we want. And we want it to better the sport. Yes, answers, but we want them to better the sport and to better the longevity of the people competing in it. Because they deserve that. But anyway, it's all right, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate all y'all joining in here on Ultra Broadcasting and Facebook and YouTube, wherever you're joining in at. We appreciate all y'all. But we will see y'all next time.
Have a good vacation, Dave.
We'll do it.
Sir.
Later.